All right. And as we get the banner off the screen here, we've got some leaks that Mr. H has been dropping over the course of the last couple of days, and he's not alone. There've been a lot of leaks that have been dropping that have to do with Alien Romulus, which I have to say is giving me uh, a better feeling about this upcoming adventure. I don't know. Have you guys seen any of these leaks? Have you watched any of
I,
Mr. H's videos?
I've not seen any leaks on this or heard any of the rumors.
All right. Well, we'll dive in real quickly. One of the things that I appreciate about what Mr. H drops is that everything that he's ever dropped has been 100% accurate. So well, let's take a look at this through avpgalaxy.net, and that's where you can find a lot of news on Alien versus Predator, Alien, whatever, all of those wonderful things. So I guess this is from actually yesterday's leaks. When it rains, it pours after so much secrecy and radio silence surrounding the upcoming Alien Romulus. Members of a recent test screening of the film are just letting loose, and we've got a ton of details. It should go without saying, be aware, major spoilers once again. Please do not continue to read if you do not want to spoil the film. You guys worried about spoiling the film?
Not at all.
Well, I'm going to put the spoilers banner up now. So, from Mr. H first, I'll read this. And this is kind of was cool, got me really excited yesterday when he dropped all this stuff. He said, and we'll only be doing this for a few minutes, folks. Says the test screening recently had two different variations of the film, believe it or not. Not one, two. And it was rated by the people who viewed it as excellent, very good, or good. All three of those are great. And a return to form and very much a haunted house in space. There is a group of young people that are on a planet that really doesn't have any sunlight. So
this is the movie one, right? Just to be clear.
This is Romulus, yeah.
This is the movie, not the show.
This is Romulus, right?
I don't know which one's which.
Regardless, what's going to happen is there's going to escape from this planet. That's what drives these kids to escape and find their way to the Wayland Yutani space station that's orbiting nearby. So they kind of hijack a spaceship. They travel there, and then they find themselves on this abandoned space station because they want to steal the cryopods because they want to make a 9-year journey. So that's the entire setup for it. From there, it sounds like they start to encounter a horde of the face huggers, and they have to fight those off. They then start to encounter various things along the way. It's supposed to be very much a haunted house in space, as I described it before. And the two main protagonists seem to really drive the action forward. So, yeah, it does have a synthetic in it that is the main protagonist's step brother or pseudo brother, I guess, because it's a synthetic. But it's all about just relocating. So it's very similar to the original film in a lot of senses. And sorry, I wrote all this down. The twist is at the very end, you were going to encounter, or near the end, where you encounter a new creature. They also have a different way of finding their ability to mutate, which could be black ooze. There's a lot of great things here.
Oh no! So they're bringing the Prometheus crap into it again.
A little bit, a little bit of it.
No, nope, don't want it. Don't need it.
Yeah, and as Nate says, the big chap will be back at it. Be back in it.
Who's the
very exciting stuff? Very
the big blue guy.
The big chap.
What the hell's the big chap?
Oh, the engineers.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to interrupt this stream as I've edited it to present to you guys. It's not the engineers. The big chap is the original xenomorph from the first Alien film. But it is funny, obviously, watching people sort of talk about it in this way, having not realised, you know, the big chap is what fans call the original Xenomorph. He was the big chap. So, anyway, please do bear that in mind as you proceed to listen to Tom's ranting about the engineers and Prometheus and things like that. The big chap is in Alien Romulus from the first film, because this film is Alien Romulus is set after Alien. Somehow they find the original alien and they begin to research on him, and they reverse engineer his DNA to basically recreate the black goo. That's the leak. There you go.
The engineer guys? Oh, then it's Prometheus driven.
Everybody's upset. Why is everybody in the chat upset?
Because it's crap. Because Prometheus is crap. Because Prometheus took the aliens from just being a biochemically engineered weapon that can adapt to anything, right? Like, oh, there's something that's living. It's a cow. I'm going to suck my face hugger thing to it and make a baby. It can do whatever it wants to anything, right? Any place, any place. It's the ultimate killing weapon. Making it mutated out of this black goo and like it evolved into the alien and shit. That just goes to show you that Ridley Scott does not understand Alien, period. Doesn't understand it. He doesn't get it. He's a complete freaking moron. It's an analogy for biochemical warfare. Not some blue people from the past evolved some creature that accidentally became this killing machine.
So doesn't sound like you're on board, Tom.
No.
I have to agree with Tom. This sounds stupid. I mean, the horde of face huggers could be a cool scene, you know, but good God, man, the Aliens and Predator franchise, it seems like just nobody can get a good story right out of either of those two franchises. I couldn't even. The last good Alien film was Aliens. For me, I mean, the third one was all right. The fourth one was trash, and everything after that's been garbage. I mean, there's been stuff I've liked about, you know, some of the other films that have come out, like a couple scenes or things here and there, like that I could cherry pick out. But overall, man, both Aliens and Predator franchises have just been complete garbage, and this doesn't sound like it's going to make it any better.
So I'm just going to say from both of you, it's 2 votes no.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it, but from what I'm hearing from you, it doesn't sound like it's going to be good at all.
Yeah, and again, and I saw what you're saying there, WCW, and the big chap is the Xeno from the first film, and they actually find the remains the big chap very early on in the film. So, yeah, but there's a new form, a little more humanoid coming.
So the original alien from the original Alien movie they find floating in space.
Apparently it's somehow on this space station that they're headed to.
How? I mean, I guess they'll explain it. Interesting.
Okay. And thank you, WCW. I appreciate it. Prometheus is better than wow, this is going to get us canceled.
I can't
Prometheus
even argue that.
Better than Zack Snyder. It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to get
hard to argue that.
I probably deserve it too. And for those of you watching us on X, thanks for being over there. We truly appreciate it. There's a couple hundred of you over there. We love it. Thanks for being here. Big numbers coming in from X on the regular. As we continue to grow the podcast, I will say this: stick around for Mr. H dropping more about this film, possibly. Although I think he's kind of hinted that he might not drop any more about the specific Romulus project, but maybe he will, because he's dropped 2 videos already. If you're looking for more information and his thoughts, that's where you're going to find them. I imagine he'll talk about it on Sunday too.
Maybe it'll surprise me, but man, it's like Star Wars. My interest and hope that it's gonna be good with whatever new show or movie they come out with is extremely low. But maybe it'll surprise me. I'm definitely gonna check it out because I'm a huge fan of the Alien and Predator franchises. It's easily in my top 10 all time. So I'm definitely going to check it out, but it sounds like it's not going to be very good.
Well, there's
But
going to be a massive wave of face huggers right as they get on the space station. That doesn't excite
that
you?
seems like that could be cool.
Yeah, just like
I'll give it
horde.
that.
And
Or at least that scene.
everything that Nate describes in his 2 videos are exciting to me. I know Tom doesn't like the black goo.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the black goo either.
But
No, Ridley Scott just wants to make movies about gay robots. Let's be real. And you can't argue with me, see?
So you're definitely not going to. You probably won't go see the movie,
Oh,
even if.
Well, Mr. H is going to make me go see it, but
and then what do you? Okay, over under. Folks in the chat, if you want to participate, send a super chat and say, give me the over under on what Tom's going to rate the film, or just how many minutes will he rant? Let's do that. How many minutes will Tom rant about Romulus? Over under. Just whatever you think. I'd love to know. If you want to do that, kick it in there. A lot of people are like,
Slacker, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the twist at the ending, was we find out that Napoleon was a gay robot.
It could happen. It could happen. It's not being made by Apple, so anyway. Different Napoleon. Gosh. All right. Well, I'm still looking forward to it. I like jump scares. I like thoughtful mind-bending horror. Give me something that, will have that Event Horizon feeling. Maybe there's some gore and some intensity here that I'll get behind. I like that. So hopefully I won't be disappointed. The rest of y'all, I don't care. I mean, y'all in the audience, I care, but these guys, I don't care. But if it does end up being very Prometheus, then, well, it is what it is. Napoleon was.
That's where I said it.
I know.
Probably was.
Yeah.
You do the blowing and he'll do the fingering.
I'm looking in the wrong place, says everybody. I don't know what that is.
That's what I said when I was watching Covenant.
All right. I'm always.
You know what made it even worse is I watched Covenant the same exact day in the theater that I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And that's probably why I like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that much more than most people. Because after that, I was like, oh my God. Ridley Scott just remade the first movie, only dumb.
Yeah. And look, you're right. Event Horizon, Event Horizon, and In the Mouth of Madness, great mind-bending horror. No doubt. But what else is going on? I think the chat is recognized that you were going to rant forever on this, and I think we'll be better off.
I don't know. It depends. I'll probably just say it sucks. Like, I think I'm looking forward, because that's why I was asking, is this that series or is this the other one? Because Noah Hawley, I think, is working on the series. And I think I remember hearing, even though that one's supposed to take place between like part 1 and 2 or whatever, or whatever it is, or 3 and 4, whatever it is. I don't know, 2 and 3. One of them. It ignores Prometheus and Covenant from what I remember.
I know. Yeah, when we talked about that.
So if that's the case, then good. Because to me, that's what an Alien movie should be, right? The only problem I have with Alien 3 is what they did to Newt and what's his face?
Hicks.
Hicks, thank you.
Yeah, same. I hate the way that they just killed them like that, The original script for it, which you can actually go listen to the audiobook for out there, was a lot better than
even that alternate cut was a little bit better. But in the end, I like, after that aspect of the film, I like the idea that they're trapped on this planet with this alien in this facility and they can't get out. And I love the whole bit at the end where they're trying to trap it into the melting what do you call it?
The lead
kiln or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like we've talked this one.
And I
into
love
its-
the bull alien, even though it's a dog in the one version. But yeah, it's still a cool, different design than what we'd gotten before, and it's a lot more agile and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but for this film, it sounds like you guys are thinking it's just dead.
If it wasn't for the Prometheus stuff, I'd have a little bit more, because that's to me my problem. And I know there's some people were debating it in the chat. Yeah, sure. Prometheus and Covenant may be Godfather compared to Last Jedi, but they're still shit. They still do the same things to the alien films that the Last Jedi does to Star Wars. That's the problem. They change the past. They change what it all meant, right? It's pretty obvious from the very first film that the aliens are nothing more than a bioweapon that got away. They got away and they killed their own creators. This idea that they were going after Earth to begin with is asinine and stupid. Why do they give a shit about Earth? We are out in the middle of bum F Egypt, nowhere as far as the galaxy goes. They don't care about us. We just happen to stumble upon their shit. That's how we got involved. Utani and all that stuff. They want it. They want that technology. They want that weapon. Adding the black goo and the blue aliens having this big godlike complex crap and all this other shit just obfuscates it and make it feel like what Ridley Scott thinks his morning piss must be like. He thinks it's the awakening of a new day, of life in general, of like everybody's going to praise him forever. It's just like the most pretentious garbage I've ever seen put on screen. And then Covenant, oh my God, it was like scratching at the inside of your eyeballs for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh.
Because the alien looks like crap. It's all CGI.
Yep.
And all the scenes are just rip-offs of the original film. And the scenes you need to even understand what's going on in the movie are cut out. You had to go to YouTube to find them.
Yeah, I was not a fan either.
Wow. Okay. Strong takes from everybody here. We did get a super chat here.
Please call me Snake. Tell me where I'm effing wrong. Please do. I usually don't call people in the chat, but he's been coming at me pretty hardcore. He's like, I'm a fan for 40 years. Well, so am I.
All right.